can hear you in there. Open the door. We need to talk right now about my wife.
So where...
Hayward, open the damn door.
All right, hold on, will you? I'm in the middle of something here. Just put your head on, please.
Where am I
You got to get out of here.
Where am I supposed to go?
I don't care.
Hayward.
All right, look, just why don't you go to the children's ward? All right, cheer them up for a while and call me on my pager in about an hour. I'll come up with a place that we can meet and we'll sort this whole thing out.
I'm
all right?
broke.
Look, I will bring you money, Gordon. Okay, enough to make you satisfied. Trust me. What is your problem?
No problem. It's just time for you and I to straighten a few things out.
The family of a bypass patient wanted to thank me, so they sent me a gorillagram. So what was so important that you needed to smash my door down?
David, could I ask you something? Why did you lock yourself in here with him?
The gorilla... I don't have to explain myself to you. What the hell do you want?
All right, all right. There's been an interesting development. You know that Edmund and I went to Europe looking for Alex?
Okay. So did you find her? Where is she?
No, we went to her cottage in Bristol. There was no sign of her.
Fascinating. You said there was an interesting development?
Yeah. While we were over there, Edmund and I decided to take a side trip to Sweden.
Really? Why?
Call it a hunch, David. We ended up at Carl Quist Labs. Came across this.
It looks like it's in Swedish.
Yeah, it is in Swedish, but you can see your name on it, can't you? Now, this is an express receipt for libidazone that you ordered from the lab. And from where I'm sitting, David, I think that it means you're busted.
All right. It's a receipt. It's hardly conclusive, Dimitri.
Well, I think it's enough for Derek to arrest you, especially when you combine it with my testimony.
Your testimony? What are you talking about?
David, after you received the shipment of libidazone, Alex confronted you about risky experimentation. The two of you fought.
We argued all the time.
At the time of Alex's disappearance, she was looking for Joe Martin. I think to report your misuse of libidazone.
You don't know that. In fact, everything you said is completely speculative.
If a prosecutor piles the circumstantial evidence high enough, a jury will convict. At the very least, the cloud of suspicion will destroy your career.
If you really believe that, Dimitri, then why not go straight to the police? What are you doing here trying to intimidate me?
I'm going to offer you a deal to save your life.
How generous. So what do I have to do to earn this supposed gift?
It's a simple swap. Your freedom and your career for the return of my wife.
And that Swedish air bill you keep throwing in my face is hardly the smoking gun that you think it is.
All right, you don't give in easily. I understand that. We're both men that aren't governed by the usual constraints. You know something, David? I'm a little too smart for my own good, just like you. But sometimes we go too far, then we find ourselves juggling our way out of what we've created.
Is this going somewhere?
Alex was onto you. He was about to bust your libidazone scam, so you wanted to solve the problem. Used a little too much force.
You don't know when to quit, do you?
David, return my wife to me, and there'll be no questions asked. You will not be prosecuted for her abduction, and your libidazone problems will go away.
You mean saving your life wasn't enough to inspire loyalty?
I will destroy you, and anything else that gets in the path of my wife being returned to me. This is your last chance. Where is she?
no doubt that you would use everything within your arsenal to try and ruin me if I don't cooperate, Dimitri. But I still can't help you. I have no idea where Alex went. I told you and the police everything that I knew right from the beginning. I saw Alex speaking to a man I didn't recognize. They were standing on the deck of the yacht, and they walked off together. I went inside, and that was the last that I saw her or heard of her.
All right, David.
Now, you can go to the police with that. I can't stop you, but you're wrong about me there, too.
Oh, I'm sure I am.
I did order a sample of Libidazone from Carlquist Labs. That's true. Here are my notes regarding the reasons for that purchase. I heard that Jake Martin was doing research on the drug, and it got my competitive juices flowing. I wanted to get there first. But then Alex found out, and she told me to stop.
And, of course, you listened to Alex.
Yes, this time I did. She happened to be right. Libidazone was too unstable, and its properties were all wrong for the Andrashi Foundation. So I stopped working on the drug.
So you still have the shipment, then?
Unfortunately, no. I discarded the box with the drug in that garbage pail right there and went off on rounds. About an hour later, I came back. The box was on the floor. The drug was gone.
Did you report the theft to the hospital authorities or the police?
No, I couldn't do that because I was already too embarrassed by the fact that I was even considering using Libidazone as an experiment. And I didn't want to give my enemies any more ammunition.
So the evidence vanished just like my wife. All right, I'm going to make this real clear to you, David. First, I will pull the plug on the Andrashi Foundation, but don't worry about that, because as soon as Derek receives this receipt, you will have a permanent home and all the time in the world.
I keep telling you, Dimitri, you're threatening the wrong man. I had nothing to do with that drug going in the punch at that party. And for your information, all I had was 4 doses of the drug from the Carlquist Labs. Certainly not enough to drug an entire boatload full of people. And I had nothing to do with your wife's disappearance.
You're lying!
Hello, David. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you had company.
No, that's all right. The Count was just about to leave.
Oh, you're right here. On your shoulder, keeping an eye on you.
You do what you have to do, Dimitri. It's still not going to get your wife back.
Excuse me.
What was that about?
None of your damn business, Leslie. I'm already behind schedule. What do you want?
Your help. I need some of your favorite party drug, Libidazone. It's about time Tad had another dose of the love potion.